So, what if the end of the universe wasn't really the end? Today, we're going to dive into a pretty profound story from the Srimad Bhagavatam Purana, a vision that completely challenges how we think about creation, destruction, and even reality itself. I want you to picture a universe that has just stopped. This is the Mahapralaya, the great cosmic flood. There are no stars, no planets, no life, nothing. Just an endless, dark, totally silent ocean where all of creation has dissolved. We're talking about the ultimate void here. And yet somehow, impossibly, in this scene of total annihilation, there's a single being drifting through these cosmic waters. The great sage Maharishi Markandeya. He's the only witness to the end of everything, just this one single point of consciousness in a vast ocean of nothingness. As he's wandering, he sees something even more impossible. A tiny, beautiful child just lying peacefully on a banyan leaf, floating on the water. And right away, a huge question pops into his mind, and it's really the central mystery of this whole story. In a reality where an entire galaxies have just vanished, how in the world can this child exist, completely safe and calm? And this is where the story just drops this incredible paradox on us. On the one hand, you have total, absolute destruction, the great deluge. And on the other, you have creation, this serene, living child. Now, these two things should not be able to exist at the same time. And yet, there they are. So naturally, he's drawn to this impossible sight. Markandeya gets closer to the child, and he's filled with this mix of awe and total confusion. And he just desperately needs answers. Who is this child? How is any of this possible? His mind just racing with questions he doesn't even know how to ask. As the sage gets close enough to show respect, to bow, the child simply opens his mouth. And in a sudden rush, Markandeya is hit by this unbelievable force like a cosmic wind, and he's pulled right inside the child's body. Just like that, his entire reality is turned inside out. So what does he find in there? Definitely not what you'd expect. He doesn't find darkness or, the organs of a child. He finds everything. He sees the entire cosmos, perfectly recreated. There's the sun shining bright, there's the moon, the mountains, the oceans, even people going about their lives. He sees the whole cycle of time just unfolding. The very universe he just saw get destroyed on the outside is completely alive and well right here, inside this tiny child. Can you even imagine that feeling? Markandeya is just completely overwhelmed. His mind is reeling with this deep sense of fear at how impossible it all is. But at the same time, he's just in absolute awe of the divine majesty he's witnessing. And then, just as suddenly as he was pulled in, he's expelled, flung right back out onto those desolate, dark waters of the flood. The vision's gone, but the child is still there, just smiling peacefully like nothing at all happened. At this point, Markandeya is totally bewildered, as you can imagine. But the smiling child, seeing his confusion, is finally going to give him the answer. This is the moment where the whole experience finally comes into focus. The child speaks, and his words just unlock the entire mystery. He says, "Creation is born from me, resides in me, and dissolves into me." Wow. That one single sentence explains everything Markandeya just experienced. And in that instant, it just clicks. He gets it. This is no ordinary kid. This is the ultimate source of all existence. Lord Narayana, the supreme being revealing the true nature of reality. The universe isn't some separate place. It's contained entirely within him. Okay, so what does this all mean for us? Was the Great Flood truly an ending, or was it something else altogether? This vision reveals a much, much deeper philosophical truth about the cosmos, and it really all hinges on one powerful idea. The crucial concept here is Leela, which you can think of as divine play. See, this story shows us that creation and destruction aren't a straight line that just ends. Instead, it's a continuous cosmic cycle, kind of a divine expression. The universe appearing and disappearing is like the exhale and inhale of God. And this brings us to the main takeaway. The Mahapralaya, the Great Flood, it wasn't an apocalypse. It was just a withdrawal of the universe back into its source. Think of it like a cosmic reset, a period of rest before the divine play, the Leela, begins all over again. Markandeya's vision suggests that reality itself is a form of divine consciousness. It's a huge idea that completely reframes how we see beginnings and endings. So I'll just leave you with this. If the entire universe is just one phase in a divine cycle, what does that really say about our own brief moment within it?